Last night I had a dream. I went to singer-songwriter heaven, and Jim Croce was at the gate. He shook my hand and said, "You've been expected. Let me hail you a taxi to show you these heavenly grounds." So he flagged down Harry Chapin, who was out just making rounds. Well, I gave him my best, "How are you, Harry?" And Harry said, "Up yours. Don't give me your cheap imitation, son. Just get in now. Close the door." He said, "Welcome to a state of mind called Alpha and Omega, where now is always sooner, and sooner is never later." Well, we took an alternative route, right on past that writer's block. Saw Graham Parsons on Kate Wolf's porch, singing country, folk, and rock, and nodding over coffee right outside the 10 Angels Cafe. Townes Van Zandt, Steve Goodman, Dave Carter, Nick Drake. Roll down your window, steal a good line if you hear one, and give one away. If you have a spare one, there's a racket going on between cloud 7 and 11. And on cloud 9 is where you'll find singer-songwriter heaven. I said, "Stop the car, Harry. I really got to hear that conversation." He said, "All right, just remember the meter's running, and you'll still be paying." I heard Hank Williams say, "You know what the trouble is with songwriters down on earth? Why, mucho pointless chorus and ditto pretentious verse." Well, I was sitting 2 tables down, trying to go unnoticed and not to blush, because I knew I had been guilty of exactly what he was speaking of. Then John Lennon made a point that pierced open my whole point of view. He said they need an eye for the obvious and an ear for the goddamn truth. Well, I washed down that thought with a big old cloud 9 espresso, got back into the cab and said, "Harry, there's one thing I need to know. Why'd they die so young? Seems they all were in their prime." He said, "We need new songs up here too. Angels tired of singing the same old rhymes." Roll down your window, steal a good line if you hear one, give one away. If you have a spare one, there's a racket going on between cloud 7 and 11. And on cloud 9 is where you'll find singer-songwriter heaven. Well, we passed a bunch of old coffee houses, Gertie's, Club 47. I said, "What are these ancient places doing here, Harry, in singer-songwriter heaven?" He said, "These rooms have spirits, son. This is where great spirits go. You see, all those years of music, well, I gave those rooms a soul." I said, "Okay, I'd like to stay here, Harry. Can you get me a room on that writer's block?" He said, "Whoa, no can do, son. And I hate to send you in a shock, but this is only a dream for you. You better let these sweet memories dwell, 'cause tomorrow morning you wake up in Nashville, singer-songwriter hell." Well, I felt like I'd been choked, just like a capo on the 12th fret. But I quickly recomposed myself and remodulated my breath. Then I said, "Up yours, Harry," as he brought his taxi to a proverbial stop, and I gave him $2.50 for a $20 fare, just to piss him off. Roll down your window, steal a good line if you hear one, give one away. If you have a spare one, there's a racket going on between cloud 7 and 11. And on cloud 9 is where you'll find singer-songwriter heaven. Roll down your window, steal a good line if you hear one, give one away. If you have a spare one, there's a racket going on between cloud 7 and 11. And on cloud nine is where you'll find singer, songwriter, and mine.
In my car, sometimes I have to drive so far. I made a compass of your likeness. It guides me back to where you are. I keep your picture in my car, from Coney Island to Del Mar. It's nice to know you're there beside me, no matter where you really are. I keep your picture on the dash as I pass through these little towns. And if I should drive too fast, you tell me to slow it down. I keep your picture in my car, my guiding light and shining star. In my heart, that's what you are. I keep your picture in my car. Made of plastic, scratched and old. I see your smile and say your name. It might as well be made of gold. I keep your picture in my car, from Niagara to Lamar. It's nice to know you're there beside me,